everyone, this is Gamer, and I'll be returning to Amateur Plays Puzzle Games. I know this is not perfect. Actually, maybe I should remove that background. Actually, let's keep it. It's fine. So, yes, since I finished the other game, The White Door, was it? Yeah, The White Door. It's been a while since I last, you know, recorded that. I just streamed that, to be exact. So now it's time to move on to another game, and this is the Dream Machine. Now I played a little bit of it, but I don't remember most of it. And the reason why I'm returning to it is because it comes in many parts. I think there's like, or at least chapters. I think that's the term they use. There are like 6 different chapters, and I've only the time I had like chapter 1 or 2 only. Like the others weren't even out yet. So there's different chapters, and it's basically a puzzle game. I think once I start playing, you'll know what I'm talking about. Where like the spider, we weave our life and then move along in it. We are like the dreamer, who dreams and then lives in the dream. I don't know how you pronounce that name. The Sleeping Machine Presents. Is it too loud? I can't tell. Actually, it shouldn't be. At least the way I set it up, it shouldn't be. I should probably still lower the Gamer by Anders Gustafsson. The art is very unique. It feels an Eric Sarin. I think they use clay. I think I will change because it's kind of loud on my end. Other people might not care. Salmon wreck. The boat has been smashed against that rock. How did I end up here? Strange that I can't remember something like that. Grab a piece of wood. As you can see, you could interact, pick up things. It's a fork branch jutting out of the sand. Pick up fishing rod. And you have these items. They're surprisingly dry. It's made from flexible bamboo root. Move rock. Oh, pick up lighter. I think what I do is on the fireplace. There's no kindling. Oh, okay, I see. That's what the wood is for. So I could light it. This gives you kind of some idea. Pick up the shovel. Bowl has been smashed. This is how I ended up here. It's strange that I can't remember something like that. Oh, I think I know what this is for. I placed the fishing rod on the forked branch. The fish doesn't seem too interested in biting, though. There's something else I should be... Like maybe I need bait. Are those coconuts? Use shovel with yourself. I already dig myself. Okay. I mean, earlier I could move the rock, but not anymore. At the ground. Examine hole. Pick up worm. And then I should put worm with fishing rod. The fishing rod is baited with the worm. I'm still trying to figure out what else. So we have coconut. Oh, reel in the fish. And then I think I could cook it. Can't bear to skewer the poor thing while it's alive. Use shovel. That seems to have killed the fish. I mean, that's still cruel, but I guess it's a bit more humane. Let's just put it that way. The rock. Hitting the rock with shovel Won't achieve anything. Pick up the fishing rod. Can I... It says there are coconuts. I don't know how to get it. Wait, examine? The fish looks ready to eat. Tastes great, but what's this? There's a piece of paper in the belly of the fish. Examine map. Okay, there's a X. There's 4 and then 1. So I should be using it here. Examine hole. Oh, it's a alarm clock. I guess we're awake. Turn it off. Auto saving. Game menu. I should have done this earlier. Sound. Wait, there's no volume? Really? Huh. Oh, I guess I'm stuck with it. Examine boxes. These boxes are all we managed to move here last night. Last night? Wow. These are filled with, to the brim with crime novels. Alicia loves those. Alright, we do have, it contains an assortment of bedspreads. It says baby clothes on the label. We're expecting a baby? The label on this box says Victor's clothes. These two contain books mostly. Examine lamp. This must have belonged to the previous inhabitants. Doesn't work. Examine window. This view is much nicer than our old apartments. I miss being close to nature though. Examine painting. That painting seems a lot like my dream. I must have fallen asleep looking at it. That's the kind of tacky charm that Alicia usually hates. Where is Alicia? It's just an old ventilation grate. We haven't installed the lighting fixture yet. Enter nursery. Okay, we are expecting a kid. These two contain some of Alicia's eBay purchases. Wow, what a reference. There are no lighting fixture yet. This contains some of Alicia's student literature. This contains things for the nursery. Look inside box. Okay, we have stuff. We have books and we have like these toys. Pick up telephone. That's like old style telephone. Like since nowadays people all use cell phones, it's like people are like, what is that? This contains some parental reading materials that I'll dig into as soon as we're stable. Yeah, you just moved. These two contain parts of my precious vinyl collection. Examine my old axe. A reminder of my dreams of becoming a stage musician. Once we're settled in, I'll try to get the music career brewing again. Power outlet. That's not the right type of outlet. Oh, there's Alicia. Oh, you're awake. And also notice how the artwork, like the art is very different, right? It's not your standard anime or it's very unique. It's very cool. I think it's clay or something. Anyway, it's different. I thought I'd surprise you with breakfast in bed. Ah, that's sweet of you. I know. Aren't I sweet? It's almost done. Could you set a table for us? We don't have a kitchen table. It doesn't have to be a table. Anything square and flat will do for now. Let's grab an empty box or something. Of course, darling. Thanks, honey. Open fridge. I have to do a market run later today. Yeah. An empty bridge is a depressing sight. Let's close it. She's cooking. Examine drawer. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. That is depressing. Okay, I could. Let's close it. Wait, what? I tried to close the water here. Okay, I was like, come on. Pick it up. With floor. Can you put it over by the windows? What windows? Enter living room? Oh, you want it here? Alright, that's our table. That is depressing. These three contain various knickknacks for the modern living room. Okay, it's 3. Them plants. Some wilted plants probably left here by the previous tenant. Examine ashtray. Pick up crumbled paper. Seems to be the remains of a letter. Someone tried to destroy it, but the fire didn't consume it entirely. If I unfold it carefully, I might be able to read it. That should do it. I better be careful when I rotate pieces. They look very delicate. How do I rotate? I feel like it's... rotating these feel... I mean, it's possible. You just have to hold on to like the edges and be very careful. I already see the previous tenant. You hear that? It sounds like pipes. To whom it concerns her. Yeah, it is. Oh, rotating these is like a nightmare. Like, these feel like, you know, some of those bad puzzles you encounter where the controls is just bad. I mean, this is, I think, supposed to be played with just a mouse, so maybe. I mean, this looks like... To whom it may concern. I'm hiding something to hope. Something under the floorboard below the light switch in the bedroom. Whatever, not staying around, perhaps you will be able to figure out Travis, the previous tenant. Some outgrown baby clothes donated by thoughtful. Enter nursery. Some floorboards. I mean, it clearly says floorboards. Bedroom. That much I made out. But I found something to put the breakfast on. What do you think of this note I found? Let me see. I think it might be a hoax. It sounds too good to be true otherwise. Like something you read in a crime novel. He probably left us a present on the floorboards. I wanted to rile us up a bit before we found it. But then the fact that someone tried to destroy the note landed some credence. Nah, he probably did that himself to make it seem more mysterious. He seems to have made sure we can read the important parts at least. Either way, I think we should check what's under the floorboards in the bedroom. You do that, honey. Okay, so now it should be possible to interact. Like I said, it's been so long. I don't. I don't know where the floor. Oh, there it is. Nailed to the ground. I can't get it up with my bare hands. Alright, I need something to... I found something to put breakfast on. Yeah, put an empty box in the corner. Great. Then let's eat. Just sit down and I'll bring us the breakfast. Maybe I have to progress. Sit down by box. For a moment, I read it as sit on box. I'm like, how are you going to eat? Isn't this magical? The first breakfast in our new apartment. You could use some candles at the very least. If I knew what box they were in, I'd go get them. But how was it? I was what, dear? Your first night in a new home. Did you sleep well? I tossed and turned a lot. I dreamt a lot, so I can't have been sleeping on that deeply. Oh, what did you dream? I dreamt I was alone on a small island. What did you do? I found a note in a fish. What did it say? With a treasure map. How exciting. Did you find the treasure? I was just about to, but the alarm clock went off and the sound must have fused with my dream. That's when I woke up. It's strange how the mind incorporates real things into dreams like that. I read that it does that for us to get our precious rest no matter what. It only wakes you up if it thinks you're in danger. It's comforting to know that my mind is looking out for me even when I'm sleeping. But what do you think it means? Or what means? Your dream, silly. I was dreaming about deserted island means I need more solitude. Dreams are just synapses in your brain firing away randomly. I don't know what you think it means. What do you think? You want my appeasing answer, or do you want to know what I really think? So give me a moment. I want you to tell me the truth. Of course, the appeasing answer. If you don't mind, I trust your judgment on this one. Yeah. You can't be diplomatic in all situations, you know that, right? I just want you to tell me what you think without any prior bias. In that case, I won't tell you. It's just a dream, Alicia. You're taking it too seriously. I'm sorry, Victor. I guess the force of pregnant moose wings is strong with me today. Don't I know it? So how was your first night? I slept surprisingly well, actually. You must have been dead tired then. Yeah, usually I can't sleep at all in, familiar places. Did you dream about anything? I dreamt I was on a luxury cruise through the Mediterranean. I was on the deck in a fold-out chair being served umbrellas drinks. You dreamt that before, haven't you? Yeah, it's a reoccurring dream. It'll haunt me till the day you buy us that luxury cruise. Haunt us both then. This is quite a breakfast. How long have you been up? Since about 9. I was having a dream, but after a while, it turned really weird. That's when I woke up. What happened? You remember the caretaker that let us in last night? Of course, I can't remember his name, though. Me neither. Except that it ended with Orton. Something like that. He showed up in my dream. Sounds like he made quite an impression on you. To be honest, he sort of creeped me out. He seems alright to me. Maybe in real life, but the dream version of him was a real creep. So what was so weird about your dream? Can we save that conversation for later? I don't want to talk about it while we're eating. It gets a bit graphic, you see. Of course. What did the caretaker do? Can we disturbed by it that bad, huh? Now I'm curious. Speaking of caretaker, he still has our key, doesn't he? He said he stopped by with the duplicate, but he must have forgotten. I better give him a call then. Sounds like a plan. I'll go wash up while you give him a call. You need any help with that? Stop pampering me, dear. I'll be fine. It's almost like she just swallowed all the dishes. Rat. Clean. Yay, it's saved. I just need to find a place to hook up the phone. That's a bathroom. That's not the right type. What kind of phone is this? Pick up baby oil. I don't know why I need that, but I should probably start using this stuff more often. Conditioner. A nurturing blend of echinacea and sage. The preferred brand of the Neff household. Skin lotion. It's delicious skin lotion. It's expensive, but she swears by it. I don't want to take turn. Flush toilet. Hey, the examine mirror. Hello, handsome. Yeah, see, it's very different, right? It's not your standard art. Yeah, this game. Enter a hallway. Oh, we have a hallway? Push button. Looks like there's something behind this box. Look inside box. It contains blankets. Alicia likes to keep warm. Move box. Oh. Now for those of you who don't know, old phones require 2 connections. You have to actually, yeah. It should, well, now that I think of it, it should be 2. One is power, one is kind of like Ethernet. I mean, it's old, come on. Use telephone. Hang up. Does she know the number? Have you managed to get hold of the caretaker? Phone plugged in, but I don't know his number. I don't know either, I'm afraid. Or someone else knows. Okay, why did I... If I'm finding numbers in bathroom, there's... Oh, pick up mail. Examine mail. Open letter, pick up letter, and I just throw the rest. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Neff, thank you for choosing Prauser and Onkvich Realtor Service. We hope you enjoy your new home for many years to come. If you have any questions regarding services, or if you have any questions regarding the apartment or maintenance issues, please don't hesitate in directing them to our head office at this number, 555-497680. I hope I don't have to memorize numbers. Call them. Guess ring, ring, ring. How may I help you? Yeah, hi, my name's Victor Neff. My wife and I just moved into an apartment arranged by your company. Why, hello, Mr. Neff. What can I do for you? I'm trying to reach the caretaker. You wouldn't happen to have his number, would you? What's the address of the building? I'm sorry, I don't know. I just moved here yesterday. I don't recall the exact address. Oh, don't worry, it'll come to you. You probably have it written somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it someplace. Just call me back when you find it. Really? They know your name, but they don't know your address? Examine coat. You were on a first date. Looks like an old... I still find it ridiculous. Right? They know where to send the mail, but they're like... Oh, there. Assuming that triggers it. I actually don't have the sound playing for me. It's getting a bit loud. I have another question for you. Hello again, Mr. Neff. How can I help you this time? I'm trying to reach... When it happened, what's the address of the building? That's the old building behind Esper Square, right? I think so. We're new in town, so I don't know where everything is just yet. I just find it weird, right? You can send mail to them, but you don't know where they live. Let's see here. I'm not finding any caretaker at that address. You wouldn't have it to your name, would you? I think it's Norton. Norton, is it? It might have been. I was really tired last night, though. I'm drawing blank. Could it have been something else? Why Horton? Horton, eh? It sure sounded like it, but I wasn't really concentrating. Nope. It must have been something else. There are no Hortons. That have been... Morton, you say? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I have a Felix Morton here, but he's actually listed as your landlord, not the caretaker. That's why I couldn't find him. Would you like his number instead? Yeah, I suppose it must have been the same guy. The number is blah 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 blah. Right, got it. Was there anything else you needed? What kind of services does your company provide? Our main service is that of realtor, but we also extend a bit beyond that. We basically connect people looking for apartments with people who have apartments to rent or sell. But if you ever need help with things like renting furniture and negotiating leases, we also provide those types of services. Does that answer your questions? Thanks, that's good to know. Is that all? That's all. Bye. Alright, let's call Mr. Morton. Morton here. Hi, this is Victor Neff from the second floor, the couple you let in yesterday. Yes, hello Mr. Neff, are you setting in or... Setting or selling? I think it's selling. Everything is fine, thanks. Like, I have a window, that's why it's so small. But I was just wondering when you'd be around to deliver the spare key you mentioned last night. Oh, I'm sorry, I but forgot about that. I figured you might have. I'll be right up. Thanks. Have you called the caretaker? Yeah, I just got off the phone with him. He said he'd be right up. I'm gonna check if the furniture has arrived. Can't you stay until he gets here? I don't want to be alone when he comes with the spare key. Sure thing, the movers can wait. Thanks, darling. I still need to find a way to open the floorboards. Her favorite coat she wore on our first date. Let's just leave the door open because what's the worst that can happen? Examine oven. It could use some cleaning. That's usually the case, but at least it seems to be working. Take a shower? I don't know. Allowed to get out of these clothes, but there'll be plenty of time for that later. Examine tower hanger. Only one hanger. Presumably the previous tenant was single. I feel like, at least I like to think I've already checked everything. Is there anything here in the floorboards that needs work? Enter nursery. Actually, I wonder where this place is. Like, it's not the sort of area code I'm familiar with. But examine alarm clock. It used to belong to my dad. Really old, but it still runs perfectly. They don't build things like this anymore. Tell me about it. No, I'm feeling old. Thanks, game. You're not helping. Being close to nature. Yeah, I need tools. Oh, answer door. Okay. I guess I just had to leave it. Hello again, Mr. Neff. He is kind of creepy. Here's the spare key. Yay! Thanks. Is the apartment in order? Everything seems fine. Just tell me if you need help with anything. Is that all? What should I call you? The caretaker or the landlord? I can see how that would be confusing. My family owned the house for generations. I rented apartments I don't need and try to take care of this estate as best that I can, making me both the caretaker and your landlord. I see. If I need you again, where do I find you? I have an office downstairs. Then you see it when you arrived. I guess I was too tired. Just ring the doorbell. I live and work there, so I'm there at all times. You live in your office? The office is just the front room. My apartment extends further in. You had me worried there for a second. That's all for now. Then I'll head downstairs. Don't be shy if you need me. Thanks. Alright. Time to see what the furniture movers are up to. Yeah, let's not, talk to the wife. Door's locked. I hope so. Open this. That wouldn't be polite. I don't want to upset our new neighbors. Ring doorbell. Just a moment, dear. I'll be right with you. Yes? Hello, ma'am. My name's Victor Neff. My wife and I just moved in next door to you. I just thought I'd stop by and introduce myself. Why, hello there, young fella. I'm Eddie Jones. I'm the resident senior in this house. You live here by yourself? Yes, I do. It's just me and my memories now. I used to have a husband, but he went the way of mortal men. Sorry to hear that. Don't be. I didn't care for him much anyway. There was only room for one woman in his life. And she wasn't me, if you know what I mean. Did you say your name's Victor Neff? Like the actor? Just the actor, but he lived before my time, though. But you two must be related, surely. No relations, I'm afraid. I've never seen any of his movies either, to be honest. Ah, you're missing out. He had a knack for playing brutes. He used to be a boxer, you see. I assure you our similarities end with our names. You seem like such a polite young man, unlike the caretaker here. Mr. Morton? Yeah, that's the one. You don't like him? How could I? He tried to get me evicted as soon as his father died. Fortunately, I got connections with the housing board in this town. What do you know about him? About as much as I care to. I've lived here long enough to see him grow up. I knew his father quite well. He was a caretaker prior to little Felix, a wonderful man. Unfortunately, the apple fell far from the tree in this case. Now, if you excuse me, I'm afraid I'm being rude to my guests. A game of bridge between three is, after all, not a game of bridge at all. See you later. Mrs. Jones, just call me Eddie. Everyone does. Bye then, Eddie. Goodbye, dear. Open swear. Seems to be sealed off. Judging from the warning tapes, I say it's probably hazardous. Alright, let's call the elevator. Yeah, this is the old-fashioned. Ah, I thought that might happen. I seem to be having some problem with the elevator. The door jams every once in a while. You'll be well advised to keep some sort of grease product handy. I'll lend you some butter, but I'm all out, I'm afraid. That's alright, I'll probably be able to find something. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Not at all. I'm having some friends over for bridge, but they're about as fast as glaciers. They probably won't even notice I'm gone for a few minutes. Apartments are fabulous, but these old houses can be a bit creepy. Well, what did you expect from a house built on an Indian burial ground? Say what? I'm just joshing you, son. It's founded on bedrock, sturdy as can be. You couldn't bury someone here unless they got run over by a steamroller. I'm sorry if the sound disturbed you, ma'am. I'll leave you in peace now. See you later then. And goodbye, dear. So I need to examine box. Contains fire equipment. Where am I going to find grease? Kitchen. That's a good place to start. Was that Mr. Morton I heard in the hallway? He was just here to drop off the keys. Did you get a creepy vibe off him? Can't say I did. He still seems quite nice to me. You want anything, my dear? I think I'll go downstairs to see. You do that. Oh, okay. Yeah. I realized I had something and I'm just being stupid, so don't mind me. Remember the baby oil? That is not what I wanted to. Don't right click. Baby oil to the rescue. Salmon keyhole. Access to the basement requires a key. Oh. You know, in these games, if something requires a key, you're like, I'm going to find that key, find out what's hidden. Enter lobby. Examine sofa. Sofa is blocking the entrance. It seems to be permanently stuck. Dr. Mover. Are you Victor Neff? Yes, that's me. We got your sofa here, sir. Ready and delivered. So if you just sign the receipt here, I'll leave it in your hands. But it's blocking the entrance. You should have thought about the size when you bought it, sir. Quite a common mistake, really. We deliver door to door, like it says right here in the contract. And technically speaking, the sofa has been delivered to a door. I don't buy that for a second. I think you managed to get a sofa stuck in the doorway. And since you can't get it free, you're just gonna leave it there? You call it stuck. I say it's delivered. Sir. Are you content with that? Guess I am. When did you stop caring about your job, man? Helping people move their furniture is my greatest passion, sir. Come on, help me out. I got a pregnant wife upstairs and I can't get this free by myself. Well, I guess I could give you a complimentary crowbar. I'm sure the big guy like you will be able to pry that sofa free in no time. Provided that you sign the receipt, of course. I refuse to sign anything onto sofas in our apartment. And we'll be standing here for a long time, and I wish to remind you we're charging you by the hour. I give it here as a sign. I'm glad you see reason. Here you go. You haven't heard the last of this. Signed and delivered. Personally, I consider this a job well done. I'm sure you do. Seems to be permanently stuck. I'm tempted, but Alicia will be very upset with me. Over what, sir? Never mind. I'm like, I definitely want to use it. There's no way I'll get the sofa free. With... I mean, how are they going to get out? That's what I want to know. I mean, I do want to use it on the mover. It's like complimentary? Why, thank you. The door is locked. I'm over here, Mr. Neff. And come over to the hatch if you want to talk to me. I'll get a look through the window. Talk to Mr. Morton. Hello again, Mr. Neff. Did you require something? My sofa is stuck in the entrance. Can you help me get it free? Oh. I'm afraid my sciatica problems prohibit me from straining physical labor. Can the moving firm help you out? No, that's the problem in the first place. They just dumped it there. I see. I wish I could help you more. Your family owns this building. That's right, my great-grandfather built this house back in the mid-19th century. It's gone from generation to generation since then. I'm the last in line. Was there anything else? Can you tell me about this estate? My great-grandfather used most of it for his research. He was one of the first to study and try to remedy sleeping disorders. The patients will live in wards upstairs while undergoing treatment. Isn't it interesting when you find out, oh, that's where I live in. But as funding became an issue, section of more and more of it as apartments. In the end, his office and the back room was all that remained. What can you tell me about the other inhabitants? They keep to themselves mostly. It's a pretty quiet house, and that's the way I like it. Apart from you and me, there are 3 other inhabitants in the state. Top floor is Mr. Willard. He doesn't get out much due to his disability. Next to him live Miss Theed. She works as a night nurse at the Abbey Hospital. She's asleep during the day, so I rarely see her. Next to you, we have Mrs. Jones, a widow since a few years back. However, her age is starting to get the better of her. On good days, she's still quite lucid. Anything else? Here if you need me. I still don't know how I'm gonna get. Seems permanently stuck. I'm gonna sit there. Seeing as I can't get out, I thought I might as well take a little lunch break. You're probably the laziest move I ever encountered. Enjoy your sofa, sir. Oh, that attitude. Then my mailboxes. M. Willard, S. Theed, E. Jones. It says T. Brittle, but I think this is ours now. Can I use the key? Unlock the letterbox. Nothing. Morton Estate Inc. F. Morton. So maybe I want to meet some of our other neighbors. Yeah, we're on the second floor, correct? And doorbell. Nothing. One closet door, examine. We have mop and doorbell. That wouldn't be very polite. I don't want to upset our new neighbors. Open right door. That wouldn't be polite. I mean, we have nobody helping us. Maybe we'll ask our new neighbor. Ring doorbell. I mean, she's the only one who's answering, so... Why, hello again. My sofa's stuck. Could you help me get it free? I'm afraid I'm a bit too old for that sort of thing. A sound like that would likely kill me. I was afraid you'd say that. That's all, man. I mean, let's see what my wife says. I mean, she's pregnant, so... where did she go? Left the water open. You want something, man? Those door movers managed to get the sofa stuck in the doorway. Stuck? Permanently? Looks pretty bad. We might have to chop it up, I'm afraid. Surely they'll reimburse us, right? I want to get my hopes up. They run a pretty shoddy operation. We'll see about that. Actually, there is another option. Yeah, there are so many. Call the realtor. How may I help you? Enough, I have another question. How can we help you this time? Managed to get our sofa stuck in the front door. I'm sorry to hear that. I can assure you they're not a firm we will recommend. Can you help us out with that? Of course, sir. Let me just check the schedule. Our earliest available slot is tomorrow afternoon. The sofa is blocking the entrance to the building. I'm sorry, sir. I wish we could do more for you. That's all. Thank you. Bye. Well, let's... I mean, nothing I can do. I mean, I guess it's stuck. I mean, as long as nobody else is affected. Floorboard. Snapped in half. It's not even metal. Good thing I managed to get the boards up before it broke. What a cheap ass. We didn't even get a proper crowbar. Oh, what? Ooh, it's one of those electrical things. I guess I want to power it fully. I mean, I don't quite see where the battery is. I know those are resistors. Turn those. The issue is I don't know like where I want to go. I mean, the ones on the edge is kind of straightforward. Okay, I want it that way. Need it properly powered. Really? Interesting. I'm like, what, 1 bar away from making it work? Part of the issue is examine machine. This device seems to be where the current ends up. I have no idea what it does. Examine fuse. It looks like some kind of fuse. Definitely want that power examined. I think the current enters through here. Okay. So we have current going through there. And current. Huh. Actually has more power that way? How? Wait, am I trying to avoid the resistors? Huh. I feel like I'm really close, but I'm also very far. Yeah, that's very interesting. Running this kind of screwed things up. Like, I'm not quite seeing the pattern, which matters. Yeah, now I actually have less. So let's see. This is where the current starts. If I go there. No, that doesn't change anything. So do I want to avoid the resistors? Is that what I'm trying to do? I mean, they should go for the least resistance, right? Okay, that almost powered it. Not quite, but pretty close. Yeah, I'm still a little stumped. That powers everything. Yeah, this is a very interesting puzzle. So we have a fuse. I can't quite tell how that fuse is connected. Because it doesn't seem to be like in circuit with everything. I guess now I'm just looking for patterns. Oh. I do need that there. Very interesting. This device measures the current running through it. Yeah, some of these just like I'm not seeing. So this turns it off. Why? Huh. I wish I could kind of understand what's happening here. Because I'm not quite. Yeah, it's so weird. I would assume that I want them to be fully connected, right? But we also have that resistor, which is in a interesting position. I don't see any of those doing much. How does this work? Yeah, this is actually getting very interesting. Because I'm kind of stumped. Like, I kind of get it, you know. You start with the current, or at least you have the source. And then you're supposed to send the current. And the idea is that, I mean, okay, if you have a certain amount of power put into an electrical system, right? And then what happens is when you put a certain amount of power, your resistors will use up some of the power. Like, so that's why your electrical systems are not the most efficient, because some of your power is dissipated through heat through resistors. So does that mean that the current changes if we go through more resistors? It could be. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to think. So you have a certain amount of power, and then you have resistors that use up power, which means that your current should drop, right? It's because it's not completely efficient. Yeah, right now this is. So does that mean I want to get to, like, part of the issue is that yeah, maybe I want to avoid all the resistors. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm still not powering it fully. resistor, I'm still going through that. Okay, how do I avoid all resistors? Oh! That seemed to have overloaded the fuse. It was probably designed to blow before anything else could happen. Maybe I can bypass it somehow. Remove burned fuse. Fuse is useless now, I'll throw it away. What am I going to use? So I was right, you do want to avoid all the resistors. It's just a puzzle, it's a bit interesting, let's just put it that way. Do I want to do something stupid? That scene had been too much power for the machine to handle. It's completely burned out. I wonder what it operates. Oh! What was that? I thought I heard some kind of noise. I don't know really. I did what the note said and found a circuit under the floorboard. After tampering with the circuit, the painting flew up. What's that behind the painting then? I'm not sure. Examine camera. So what is it? It looks like a surveillance camera. A camera? You mean somebody was peeping on us while we slept? It certainly seems that way. Who would do such a thing? I don't know. It could be any one of the neighbors. A neighbor? They will have to break in, cut a hole in the wall, mount the camera, draw a cable through some walls. This is starting to sound like a crime novel they're talking about, right? A cable through some walls. All this without anyone noticing. You're right, it sounds a bit far-fetched. Maybe the previous tenant taped his sexual conquest? Isn't this setup a little elaborate for that? And why would he leave a note leading us to the camera? Doesn't make sense. Mr. Morton is my prime suspect. I was just about to say that. He does seem like the likely culprit. After all, he had free access to the apartment. And it was Mr. Morton. That means he found the note left by the previous tenant and tried to destroy it. That makes sense. I told you I get creepy vibe from the guy. It has to be Mr. Morton. He's trying to fulfill some kind of perverted fantasy peeping on us. I feel so violent, Victor. I think we should call the police immediately. What do you think? I just go there and talk to him. Perhaps there's an explanation to all this. There is. Why didn't he tell us when we moved in? Here's the rustic kitchen. Here's the bedroom with the lovely morning sun. Oh, by the way, see that crappy IKEA print on the wall? I installed a camera behind it. There's nothing to worry about. I just like tossing off watching other people have sex. I see what you mean. I'm gonna be the snot, don't Victor. We don't know if it was him, although it seems very likely. And even if it was him, they locked you away for aggravated assault. And I don't want you to raise our son from the other end of a visitor's table. I'll make sure he doesn't get away before the police. By the way, he's probably noticed that we discover what he's up to. I just go there, keep an eye on him until the police gets here. That sounds like a good idea. I have to make sure he doesn't get away with this. I'll call the police in the meantime. Okay. Let me guess. She can't reach the police. I can't believe it. They put me on hold. This will probably take a while. I'll go there and hold him here until the police arrives. You do that, dear? It's like he's right there. That'd be really creepy. Alright, first floor. I'm making some progress. Look through window. Raised window is locked from within and won't budge. That must be the key to Mr. Morton's office. My hand is too thick to reach it. I would need something to... Has Mr. Morton passed through here? Who? Mr. Morton, an elderly, shifty-looking fellow. The sofa's still blocking the entrance, sir. Nobody's coming in and out of this place. But that's good. I love how we don't have our key anymore, so that's pretty funny. Third floor, maybe I'll find something I could use there. Nope. Door is locked. Doesn't seem like I have access to anything else. What does the red button do? The door is locked. Peek through keyhole. I think I see a gramophone on the far side of the room. Door is locked. Forced door open. I dislocated my shoulder during that. There's gotta be another way. I mean, it's an old wooden stamp. Can I get like what's left of that crowbar to break through? I must be missing something obvious. I would have to guess. Actually, wait. And I mean, at least they have the attention to detail, right? She's still by. Let's see if there's anything I could use. Envelope. The envelope is not long enough. Oh, okay, that is sneaky. That is very sneaky. Unlock door with key. I unlock the door. Didn't mean to do that. Open door. End chapter 1. Oh. Mr. Morton? I know you're in here. We found your camera. My wife's up there calling the police. They'll be here any moment. Chapter 2. The little man who wasn't there. Alright, I think this is a good place to end it. I mean, if I could do... So that'd be like, what, 6 streams for the 6 chapters? I mean, these are puzzles, so there's no guarantee I'll be able to solve them when I want them. But, you know, we made good progress. I vaguely remember a few things, but as you can see, I've forgotten so much. I mean, I did solve them before, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. And next time when we come back, next time when I stream this game, we'll be returning to chapter 2. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.